Hey, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Rage, and we are back today to break down the upcoming 4 Calling Birds event that's starting pretty quickly here. Actually with the new Cosmic Crucible rules as well, it's going to be making it fun. But more importantly, I thought this was going to be a leaderboard event actually to reward Blade Diamonds. But, now that we've had a chance to go through the chart and take a look at the rewards and milestones, it's actually pretty awesome. They're going to be rewarding a diamond blade if that's something you're interested in. So just food for thought there. But in case you guys didn't see this blog post, this is the snapshot here of essentially what you'll be needing to do well in this event, right? So how to score points, battling a Cosmic Crucible. Also, in addition to that, spending of the absolute A4 showcase energy, as well as opening these goblin orbs where you do have to spend to actually achieve that. But rest assured, you won't need that to do well in this event. Other rewards include Blade Diamond promotions, Crimson Bio Gear, as well as T3 level 1 Ion. So definitely always an opportunity to obviously build that up for Dark Dimension 8 if you haven't unlocked Odin yet. And as well, obviously having the opportunities for the Ice Queen Gala rewards like the Snow Globes, and more importantly, Night Stalker shards, including Oath and Blade. So that's definitely something you may want to focus on, especially that's starting here in actually tomorrow. So just something to be mindful of there. Now, with every one of these main events, there's always going to be a web milestone usually tied back to this, and that's actually the Season of Giving event right here. So this is pretty simple. It's similar to what we've seen in the past few weeks, actually a couple months now, which is the spending of turkeys, candy, as well as now in this case the snow globe. So this is going to give you some points there. I'm not going to open it up, but just know that there's going to be about roughly 16,000 points that you can use to add to the total here. So just remember that number before we do the math. So yeah, without further ado, there's a chart here. Let me open this up for you guys. You can see this is the preview of what the event should look like, right? Obviously subject to change if anything before it goes live in game, but typically they've been pretty bang on with some of the event details here. Now, I do want to point your attention to, obviously you can see anything in orange is relating back to the monthly, as well as what you want to be collecting to earn additional points for that monthly. So that's snow globes that you can spend. The calling birds give you bonus points for the monthly event. But as I scroll down, you can see there's blade and oath shards sprinkled throughout the milestones that you want to be building your way towards. There's even gold opportunity. But yeah, here you go. There's a 1 diamond blade right there. There's even a 2 diamond reward right after that, and actually probably most likely for the dolphins and spenders, which is the second last milestone, a guaranteed 3 diamond blade. So yeah, it's really up to you guys if you want to build that up, but I like how it's guaranteed if you work your way towards it. So then that begs the question, how difficult is this event, and is it free to play friendly? I also want to put your attention to right here. Battling Cosmic Crucible will give you 2,000 points per, up to a max of 36,000 points for the 7-day event. We also have the Forceful Energy tying back to the Showcase Energy for Absolute A-Force, 10 points per. I love the fact that they actually already gave us a total here, so it just makes the math even easier. And then finally, the 4 Calling Bird milestone points, which is mainly tied back to the web milestone and store free claims if applicable. So guys, how does this look? It's a pretty simple event, right? Obviously, ISO 8 ions, snow globes, calling birds, as well as the blade and oath shards. But more ultimately, the big question, is the diamond blade achievable for free to play folks? And if not, how much do you need to core or spend and so forth? So this is my calculation right here. Very, very simple, like I said. And I didn't even include the free claim because I just wanted to make this as simple as possible so you can see how feasible it is, right? So again, Crucible battles is going to be 2,000 points per, up to a total of 36,000 points. That's 18 attacks, by the way, so you got to make sure you're fully engaged in the Cosmic Crucible for this week. If in case it's a game mode you don't play, you may want to pay attention to, because that's an easy 1/3 of points, as you can see. A4 Showcase. I wanted to make this as simple as possible, but I also wanted to give you kind of a realistic situation if you wanted to use power cores. So 10 points per, it's going to get you close to 48,000. That's assuming that your daily energy spending is about 280. And every time you do a core refresh, it does give you it gives you 100 extra. So if you do that 4 times per day, that's an extra 400 per day. And for the 7 days, that gives you about 48,000 points. And then lastly, as I touched on earlier with the web milestone spending of the snow globes, you're going to be able to get 16,000. Adding all of this together, it gets you 100,160. What does that get you? It gets you, well, first of all, 53,000 points is all it takes to get all the calling birds. So, I mean, if you just wanted to focus on what mattered for the monthly, my goodness, you don't even need to You don't even need to use any showcase energy. You can basically just do the Cosmic Crucible battles, spend the snow globes in the web milestone, and boom, that's gonna get you there already. If you actually hit 71,000 points at milestone 15, it's gonna get you an extra 20 shards of blade, if that matters to you. And then last but not least, 98,000 points is needed for the 1 diamond blade plus 5 million in gold. And we all know we can always use more gold in this game. Even though the economy has gotten better, there's a lot more teams coming out, and we can never use too much gold. Any kind of uptick or extra additional is always appreciated. So yeah, as you can see, guys, if you're able to spend 200 cores per day for the next 7 days, plus being able to do all your crucible battles and making sure that you spend as much as you can for the snow globes, yes, you are able to actually get a 1 diamond blade completely free to play, plus the 5 million gold. Now, I do want to point out, you know, some of you may already have unlocked Odin. For myself personally, I don't even use Blade in my Night Stalker team. Actually, I don't even use my Night Stalker team in general. I use a pseudo team mixed with Val, but that's besides the point. Why am I bringing this up? Well, I have a feeling that around the corner here, they see that we're theory crafting. They see that, you know, folks like myself, having used, you know, a synergistic team with Odin and Mephisto for the Mystic raids, they might combat that in the next raid rendition. So this might be a diamond reward event that you may want to consider focusing in on and locking down, because it wouldn't surprise me if maybe the next raid is going to be, you know, mystic, non-mythic characters only, because the combination of both Mephisto and Odin in the same section, absolutely just broken. There's no way they're going to keep that going forward into the next rendition of Orcus raids. That's just my opinion, guys. For that reason, I don't typically encourage spending power cores. I usually try to say, hey, save this as much as you can, because it's one of the most important resources in the game. But this is a slam dunk. This is an easy diamond reward if you're able to go for it, because Crucible is a joke. You just have to make sure you do all your attacks. The spending of snow globes is basically locked. So really then it's a matter of, do you want to spend power cores so that way you can get your A4 showcase maximized there for points. Heck, even if you're watching this video before the event goes live, you may want to even hoard a bit so that way you can get an extra head start. But regardless, I think milestone 16, 98,000 points, amazing value for the 1 diamond blade, plus you get a little extra in gold, and you get all the blade and oath shards up to that point as well, including the calling bird. So that's just my 2 cents, guys. That's going to be my game plan. Milestone 16 is well worth it, and it's completely free to play friendly with a low cost of 200 power cores per day. Do let me know what your guys' game plan is. Let me know what you think in the comments below. As always, thank you for your time, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.